everyone, welcome to the Red Ben TV. A 3-0 victory as the Reds put Leicester City to the sword at the King Power Stadium. They went hunting for foxes and they did it with aplomb. Kurt Jones with 2 goals, Trent Alexander-Arnold with 1 goal. The Scousers did us proud tonight. 7 wins on the bounce for Liverpool Football Club. 1 point behind 4th place with 2 games to go for us. 3 for Newcastle and Manchester United. The pressure ramped up at the King Power and the pressure has just ramped up in Newcastle and Manchester as well. Liverpool are flying at the moment. A little breakaway as they flew to Barcelona. It did not break the form that Liverpool have been in over the last few weeks. What a performance by the Reds. A little bit stop-start the game at the beginning with Leicester going down for everything, keeping the ball out of play, causing fouls, making fouls, and it was bitty as hell. But then Liverpool gained control on the half-an-hour mark. Kurt Jones with a beautiful left foot finish from a Mohamed Salah cross. Absolutely stunning by Kurt Jones. If you think the first was stunning, the second was even better. What a touch that was then as he flicked the ball round from Mo Salah, flicked it round, smashed it into the net. Iverson looked like Pickford, looked like a man with no arms, couldn't do anything about it. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold in the second half, another assist, a free kick taken back-heeled by Mo, and Trent rifled it into the top bin. They're being interviewed on Sky now. Kurt Jones been given the man of the match. He's going to get my man of the match later. This was a performance for Kurt Jones. It was his best performance. This is the fan interactive show. This is Liverpool and we are hunting top 4 today. So I tell you what a performance that is from the Reds. Going into a place where Leicester obviously looking for 3 points themselves, looking for something in their fight for survival. Their Premier League status hangs in the balance and Liverpool didn't give them a sniff of absolutely anything during the game. We've got to start with talking about Kurt Jones. It was his best performance in the red shirt. He said it himself there. I'm going to say it together with him. You're going to say it at home. Kurt Jones was the difference tonight. Him and Jordan Henderson in the middle of this park, absolutely superb. I tell you what, he has just fought for everything this season, hasn't he? He's fought to get back from injury. He's fought for his place in the team. And for the first time in his Liverpool career, he's hit 9 starts on the bounce consecutively. It was brilliant by Kurt. He was everywhere when he needed to be. He set the press, high energy, high tempo early on in the game. And he just gained confidence from there. You know, we had a chat during the watch along there where so one of the lads or ladies said, look, I don't think he'll have taken that second one on if it's not for the first, and that's absolutely right. By the time the second one comes around, he is absolutely flying. He's so full of confidence. He could have had a third maybe a minute or so later when Gakpo takes one off his boots, only for the keeper Iverson to save it. Liverpool were dominant tonight. Liverpool were brilliant tonight. Leicester fans were shit tonight. Liverpool fans were amazing tonight. Liverpool fans sung the Bobby song for about 20 minutes in the middle of the second half. Bobby Firmino entering the football field at the wishes of every Liverpool player to get the applause and thank the Liverpool fans. It looked like a hell of an away end for Liverpool to be in tonight. I'm so jealous. Chloe was there. We've got videos coming out from the ground, of course, like we do each and every time Liverpool take to the field. It was just brilliant. So I'm going to get into some of your comments now. I'm going to go with the Discord to begin with. A.N. Williams has said... game dominated by Scousers. Absolutely love that. So excited by this team. I completely agree. Can't wait to watch Newcastle versus Brighton the Thursday night. Newcastle, Brighton still in with a chance themselves not to be counted out. Big performance by them at the weekend, of course. But that is going to be, brilliant. And it's Thursday night pint this week and it's Newcastle Brighton, and I've got to be honest with you, one of my favourite shows of the week is Thursday night pint, but Newcastle Brighton, can we do it as a watch along, Paul? Mr. Machin, are you listening? Are you with us today? I hope you've had a great weekend. Thursday night pint / watch along Newcastle Brighton, because we're all going to be watching our phones, mate. You're going to have to change that. Liam again says going to be tasty, that one. Absolutely agree with that. Let's have a little look at this one then. What have we got here? Steve Riser, a good pal of mine. We're having third, not the scum, nor Newcastle know how to go to the end of the season. We're fighting for top four or fighting for anything for that matter. We're getting third. They will fuck it up. Firstly, Brighton on Thursday. Completely agree with that. Quad bod, unexpectedly comfortable. Sounds a bit like a Pink Floyd song. Just what you want in a run in. Of course, I completely agree with that one. Going to go over to some of your Twitter comments as well. Solid and clinical. Trent and Curtis were brilliant, and Fab looks back to his best. I'm going to have to just change that screen share in 1 second, mate. So yeah, I completely agree with that, to be honest with you. I think that's a great point there. So I think now you should have that Twitter one. Yeah, solid and clinical by Dave Pryor. Trent and Curtis were brilliant. Fabinho looks back to his... Fabinho, actually, I wasn't going to talk about Fabinho on this one, but we absolutely have to talk about Fabinho because of you, Dave. He was everywhere, wasn't he? I mean, it's mad how lost he's looked at times this season. It's mad how slow he's looked at times this season, how crap he's looked at times this season. But then he has had a kid, so he's probably not having loads of sleep. But today and the last few weeks, he's been getting slowly better each and every time. And, you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold is rightly getting the plaudits from playing that centre midfield role. Next to him, of course, the hybrid role that we've talked about so much. But Fabinho is now starting to look like he feels a little bit comfortable with somebody. There's got to be a period of adjustment there for Fabinho as well, hasn't there? In that he's been played as the lone six for so long that it's probably a little bit different for him. Well, it's definitely different having someone alongside him at times. And, you know, how does he then defend that? What's he supposed to do in relation to Trent? Everybody's obviously thinking about things all the time, aren't they? Where are they? Where's Trent? Is he going to be able to get back? Do I need to drop in at centre-half so we can push Canate out wide? He seems to be getting a feel for it, as is everybody at the moment. We're starting to look good, man. We really are. Mr. Davis Dean 3 says, good game, Leicester stink. Happy for Curtis. We need lots of midfielders, Liverpool. Spend money, damn it. Alisson is the greatest keeper ever. Fabinho played great. Alisson, there was at least, I think, 5 occasions where he came out of the box and dealt with the issues. And that is something that we're in a game where he doesn't have a lot to do in terms of saves. He makes a big one from Jamie Vardy early doors. Again, he's coming out of his box. He's cutting the angle off. He's making it difficult for Vardy. He strolls away with the football. But it's those ones where the ball's gone over the top when we're playing that high line, and Alisson just depressurises the situation, just lets the steam out of the pressure cooker, doesn't he? And that's as valuable as a save, because A, he allows us to play that high line, and B, he always seems to win those. Even one late on where he has a header outside the box, he comes away with the ball. And there's one even later where it's not really defending as such, but he's involved in the build-up play because he comes out of his box to help Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's really deep in the right-back position. And again, we were able to build up from the back because of Alisson's position. He's world-class. He's the best keeper in the world. He's the best keeper in the league. He's absolutely superb. He's arguably our player of the season this season. But we're talking about players of the season. You've got to talk Mo Salah as well. Mo Salah, 3 assists on the night. First time he's done that in a Liverpool shirt. Brilliant again, and yet strangely crap at times. Like, should have definitely had at least 1 goal. I mean, he's through 1 goal. He's got half a goal to aim at. Maybe not half a goal. He's got half a goal to aim at. And he somehow knocks it wide. And he looked so, like, dumbfounded with how he'd somehow been able to do this. Really strange for him, because 3 assists, 2.5 assists. And yet, not at his best first 30 minutes, gave the ball away loads, yet still impacts games of footy. And that's what world-class players do. Even on their off days, they consistently impact games. As Mo Salah, if nothing else, is an absolute world-class operator in a world-class side at the moment. And I didn't think I'd be saying that 6 or 7 weeks ago. Now assured of the Europa League, says Dean Foley, but we all know what we actually want. Good shift all round. Just need Brighton to help us against Newcastle, and it could very well be on. Don't forget, Manchester United have got a big game next week, midweek, against Chelsea as well. So they might have something to say on this top 4 race. It's got very exciting all of a sudden, and the performance tonight was exciting, wasn't it? Liverpool dominated and controlled and managed the game really well. It was just, yeah, Absolutely loved it tonight. Really did love it. Tracy loved it as well. She says, Payjack, so happy for Curtis, so happy for Trent, boss. Cyber Symes, great result tonight. So happy to see the two Scousers in our team on the score sheet. These two lads will carry us forward for years, methinks. Love that. Oh, Veronica sent us a super chat. Thank you so much, Veronica. You've also said, pleased for Curtis and Trent, which I really appreciate. And I will echo those thoughts. I am very pleased for Trent. I'm very pleased for Curtis. Now, I'm more pleased for Curtis because he's had a tough year, and we all know that. Man of the match, says Bradley Hubbard. World-class, Modric-esque, sublime. Woo! Strong words, and yet you won't find a disagreement from me. Cole G. No, Curtis will get man of the match, and rightly so, but Fab was immense tonight. Massive old Fab vibes, man. Like that. Get in! Jones. Says Patrick Westmore. Yes, dominated. Brilliant from Bradley. Never again in my life do I want to hear anyone say Curtis Jones isn't good enough. Curtis Jones was class tonight. Absolutely class. Can we have a quick recap of Ali in goal? Oh my fucking God, his best performance of this year. Also a 9.5 rating. And Bradley agrees and says again, he's the definition of a sweeper keeper. So Bradley Hubbard's coming with his early shout for Thursday and says Brighton 3-2. Nima says, or Neve, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. Just so happy to see us doing well again. Needed this for my sanity, didn't we all? Because if we'd have limped in to this off-season without putting a run of form together, I would be so worried. But now Liverpool look like they've got the crux of a side, and this side looks like it's got the old experience and the nous and the cleverness and the technical ability of the old Jurgen Klopp side. But this is the new school, man. This has got Gakpo up front in the 9, who once again knitted things together so well, created space for the other forwards, linked play at times, pressed and harried. Absolutely superb from him. Gotta love it. Scotty, Sir Scotty, sorry, got to give him his full title. Chris, if you're there Saturday, please give Bobby and Millie a send-off for us. I will absolutely be there on Saturday, and I'll absolutely be giving him a send-off from you. Thank you so much. Perfect game plan, perfectly executed, says Steve. You've met me and said it right. Sorry about that. Tom Lloyd asked the important and pertinent question on this wonderful May the 15th. But was the performance better than the New Zelda, Chris? No. The only performance that's been better than the New Zelda this season was when Liverpool beat Manchester United by 7-0. The New Zelda is perfect. That game was more perfect. So yeah, absolutely loving life at the moment. I'm going home later to spend some more time in the Kingdom of Hyrule. I can't wait for it, to be honest with you. I am absolutely geeking out over Tears of the Kingdom. It's exactly what I needed and wanted from a sequel. But enough of that. I want to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold one more time, because this man, wow. I mean, he reinvented the right-back position, and he's not reinvented the hybrid midfielder role. It was already invented, but it looks like he could take it to new levels. And I suppose he didn't really invent the right-back role either, but he took it to new levels. Is this the second time in the young lad's career he is going to be, a position's going to be named after him? We know about the Makalele, you know what I mean? That's 6 and stuff like that. When a player becomes the position, Trent was that at right-back, and Trent, I'm guessing, will become that at this hybrid midfielder role, because it ain't the John Stones position. It's certainly not. It ain't the Zinchenko position. But after 9 weeks, or give or take, it's the Trent Alexander-Arnold position. And I'm really excited to see where he's going to take this. Because if he, I mean, how many goals and assists did he get in April? It was ridiculous. And what are we seeing in May? I mean, this lad just keeps taking everything to a new level, and he's playing with that confidence. The free kick's absolutely outstanding. Top bin, keeper side. I know the keeper's position was slightly in the middle and stuff, but that's the side that he's supposed to be looking after, not the wall side. The little shift, the knee slide, he's got everything. The little shrug, like what do you expect? I'm Trent. Like, he's got everything, man, and it's just so lovely to see. Bradley says, are we doing player ratings on the board? We are going to be doing player ratings on the board, and we'll be doing it in a few minutes' time. Don't you worry your pretty little face about it. Let me see. I got a few comments in just before. Oh, Bradley's a new first teamer as well. Thank you so much, Bradley. Ashley Frith, this is one that you're going to have to use on the screen share if you don't mind, because it was before the comments started pulling in. Top comment there, best away performance all season for me. Fabinho looked a lot more solid. Jones showing his quality and consistency. He leads the press so well. Trent's free kick was world class. Scousers ran the game. I completely agree with that, everything. In fact, we've touched on most of those points. Quadbod, what a beautifully fulfilling win. No stress. Boys all over it from 5 minutes in. When did we last win 3-0 with all the goals scored by Scousers? I'd wager it's been a while. Goodness me, we couldn't even work out the last time 2 Scousers scored in the same game. Never mind, last time we won 3-0 with 2 Scousers. Patrick Westmore give us a big You'll Never Walk Alone and a good win. You can just see that there in the middle. So yeah, and I mean, that was brilliant, wasn't it? We got a nice Fabio cameo. There we go, let's see this one. We got a nice Fabio cameo page, also Trent's goal. Marzi, you're right. I wasn't going to mention Carvalho, but his hair looks great, and it was a good little few minutes for him, wasn't it? I mean, in fact, Carvalho came on, Milner came on, Elliott came on, and Jota came on, and Carvalho, for me, was probably the one where I was like, oh, there you go, something about that, like, you know what I mean? And let's look at some of the players then. In fact, we'll do the players in a second, won't we, when we do the player rankings video. Scott T is absolutely drinking the Jones Kool-Aid. He's the Scouse Bergkamp. Trent showed why he's the best. Scouse is taking the piss. We took the piss on a Monday night at the King Power Stadium. The Leicester fans left early. Should we have a little look at the league table? In fact, I can pull this up on my screen as well. Liverpool now in 5th. 1 point. Can you listen? Breathing down the necks of Manchester United, Newcastle United right now. Arsenal, I think they're a little way off for us, to be honest. But you know, look at that. I mean, 6 games on the bounce, all wins. Add a 7th in if you want. There's no league tables that do that, but I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. We'll have a little look at some of the fixtures as well, because it's hard not to get excited. Newcastle, Brighton, 7:30 Thursday. Then we play at 3 o'clock. And Manchester United play Bournemouth at 3 o'clock. Is there any other games there that might matter to us? No. It's going to be a tough game against Villa. Sunday, we've got Manchester City, Chelsea, Brighton, Southampton. Then a big one, Newcastle against relegation-threatened Leicester City, straight off the back of a 3-0 whooping by Liverpool Football Club. They'll be looking to bounce back. Could they do anything against Newcastle? Possibly not. Maybe we should pin our hopes on that Brighton game earlier on. And then the big one, Thursday, the 25th of May, the anniversary, of course, of Istanbul. Manchester United, Chelsea. Could Louis Garcia decide that one? Who knows? It wasn't Louis Garcia, but I saw Chelsea and I went to Louis Garcia. We need Steven Gerrard, Vladimir Smicer or Xabi Alonso, I think it was. 25th of May, could they do it? Who knows? My word, what an exciting time to be a Red. Going to see if there's any more tweets on the old Twitter app, which I'm actually using from the website rather than the app. No, I don't think so. Probably something. No. Raf says, oh, actually, there is one. No, Arthur Mello, that's some bullshit. Special shout out to the fabulous Fabinho, Mr. Jones. Love all of that. Miles's got a nice new nickname. Trent, Bellingham, De Bruyne, Arnold. However, Los Angeles are saying Newcastle is shitting their pints. Brighton are coming to town. There you go. That is it. That has been the Fan Interactive Show. I'll be back at 5:30, 5 minutes time for player rankings. I'm going to need your help, so please join us. We've got Boss, we've got Sound, and we've got your meshing. 5 minutes time. Stay here. We'll be live on YouTube. Ta-ra.
Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the show. Did you know that if you go over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a Club Legend subscriber, I will personally email you every single month with a new code, which gets you 20% off at redmenmerch.com. That's a no-brainer. Go and do it.